What is up, guys? Today we are going on a quote-unquote 17.5 mile hike. We are going to try to make this get done in like 50 miles if we bushwhack. I'm here with Lindsay. We are doing Owl's Head Mountain. We have active bear areas, so let's hope none of that happens. We're going down, and it is currently like 3 o'clock in the morning, so we're gonna see how this goes, but stay tuned. And do you have any wise words?
Nope.
Let's get to it. What is up, guys? We're on mile 1, just completed that. It took us about 20 minutes. This is basically like kind of like a flat trail so far. I think we have another like mile and a half and then we're bushwhacking, so that's what we're looking for. So far we've only seen a mouse and a frog, no bears. We pray that stays. There's been a few people like camping, but so far that's it, and it's literally just like flat right now. Hey guys, we are on mile 2.
Yep.
Did that in 20 minutes 7 seconds. Literally right as I put my phone down after the first mile, we heard a big snap. Literally like we were so scared. Don't know what it was. Don't want to know what it was. I might have held Lindsay's hand. I did not pee my pants though. That is where we're okay. So we have about half a mile until this bushwhack that we have to go find. But so far, it's literally just flat. It's just an old railroad, kind of. So we'll see how the rest of this goes, but so far so good. Hopefully no more scary sounds in the woods, because we do not like that. Okay, we're just getting to the bushwhack. This is Black Pond Trail, and then we figure out the rest from here, right?
Yep.
Okay, we just hit mile 3. We're on the bushwhack. It took us 22 minutes, 22 seconds for lap 3. So we're starting mile 4. This is definitely more of like a trail now, which is actually kind of nice, and we're starting to get some elevation. You can hear the creek, but I don't know. Till the top, we have about 4.5, 5 miles supposedly, because we still have another bushwhack to take. But I saw a little frog. There was a mouse. It literally like jumped on a tree. It was actually like so funny, right, Linz? Mm-hmm. Like the thing went airborne.
Biggest jump I've ever seen for now.
Stay tuned, because so far so good. And I'm not feeling too tired yet, but knock on wood. And it's not too buggy, which is also a big bonus.
Humid.
Yes, it is definitely a little humid. We're still waiting for like the sky to, get a little lighter. I don't even know what time it is, to be honest. Probably like, what time do you think it is? Like 4?
Probably.
It's probably like 4-ish. I have to look, but yeah, so far so good. Okay guys, Becca was quite silly, and we had a little mishap. Lindsay's pretty good, but I don't know, she's pretty caked. We're good though. We just got kind of to the pond. We're trying to figure out where we are, and then we gotta find the rest. But the pond is like right in there, and it's starting to rain a little bit, but so far so good. Okay guys, we are definitely bushwhacking right now. We're at 3.5 miles. Literally like not really a trail. So this is definitely what they mean by a bushwhack. Like, it's just not traily.
Well, we're on it.
So,
But
yeah.
going that way. You see that way? Or that way?
I think it's this way. That looks straight. Look at the trees.
Alright. But look at this.
That's weird. Okay, so we believe that we just bushwhacked a bushwhack. Definitely a little more woodsy than traily, but we are starting mile 5. Mile 4 took us 40 minutes, so we were doubling, literally in the middle of the woods. Like, where are we? It's starting to rain, but other than that, not too horrible. And we're definitely more on trail. We're on the bushwhack trail, not the bushwhack or the bushwhack. So, Lindsay, what do you think so far?
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it was honestly just like weird. Like it was like, I don't know. We weren't even on trail. We were just following the phone. And I don't know who made the bushwhack or the bushwhack, but shout out to you, and I hope you take a really nice cold ice bath later. Okay guys, it is finally getting like light out. Headlamps are off. We're almost on the correct bushwhack, supposedly. And then, are we close to the slide, do you think? Or like...
I think we're still about... Where are we?
Yeah, so we're almost in like the normal trail.
We're only at 4.9, and the slide is in a little more than 2 miles.
Okay, yeah, my watch says 4.62, so
2 miles.
we're getting there. But it's nice that we're no longer in the dark, because I did not want any spooky encounters. But we're not gonna jinx it. Also, guys, I saw the biggest slug of my life. Literally bigger than my pointer finger. Like, I thought it was a snake at first. I was like, Lindsay, you gotta come see this. Wasn't it huge?
Yeah, and that spider.
Yes, there was a spider probably that big. In the web.
Very
Oh,
close to our face.
yes. Glad we had our headlamps on, because that would have been petrifying. But yeah, no. We're just hiking through the woods. Okay, we are taking our first break. It has been 2 hours and 8 minutes. A little snack time. So if we hadn't have taken the bushwhack, we would have had to cross this river. But it's pretty cool. And now we're going up this way. Shout out to a good protein bar on the mountain, because this is hitting hard. But yeah, no. 4.7 miles, so we still got a long way to go. Okay guys, we just finished mile 5. We're on mile 6. It's getting pretty slippery. It's definitely wet. Trail's like soaked. River's pretty loud. So I think we have like 2.5 miles until the top or something like that. And we have like a mile to the bushwhack.
Yeah,
About a mile until the next bushwhack. And I don't know. I don't know how the slide's gonna be. There's a whole slide bridge that goes up, and it's gonna be really wet, because this is just pretty soaked. And I don't know if it's raining or if it's just the trees that are wet and like sprinkling, but we are not dry. So, first river crossing official. I'm not gonna fall in. We made it! Lindsay, you should be so proud. Becca did not fall in. Yay! I'm notorious for falling in. I fell in a waterfall once with her after she told me not to. Got close, and I did. Okay, we just finished mile 6. We're on mile 7. It's currently 6:46 in the morning. Still got quite a bit to go. And still have not made it to the slide. We think we might be on the bushwhack, Brutus's. We just had to cross a river, but we don't know. We're just following the trail at this point. Okay, vlog, we decided to just stay on the normal trail and not take Brutus's bushwhack. The elevation on the maps is like way more, and you can already see like that's where it goes, and that goes up. Right now we're still going flat, and it looked like the same exact distance, so why would we tire ourselves out even more if we already have to hike so many miles? We'll be to the slide shortly. Okay guys, we've just gotten to the cairn. that brings us up the slide. So we have about a mile,
A mile
and then we'll be
up.
at the top. But there's no view. So there's supposedly a view on the slide, but it looks pretty foggy and cloudy. So we don't know what we're gonna be seeing.
Almost.
Yes. Okay, we're on the slide. Conditions are not great. That's just all rain. It's windy. Yeah, we're just trying to be really safe right now. But it just goes up. We're gonna have to try to figure this out and stay safe. Okay, so the weather is not cooperating and it is like super, super dangerous. Like I was just on that and then it just keeps going straight up and we're gonna be safer than we are gonna be sorry. So we're going back down. We did not make it, but maybe one day come back again. Don't put yourself in dangerous positions and have to live with regret. So, but it's just like it's so wet, and this is not safe at all. So. Okay, so we then started walking down the slide, and the loose rocks were just so slippery and wet, and it was just so unsafe. So I'm really glad that we turned back. Okay, we made it to mile 9. We did 100% go down. This is gonna it was definitely a big learning moment. Just you'd rather be safe than sorry. There's so many accidents that happen up here in these White Mountains. So I'm gonna have to do it again at some point. 17.5 miles. Hates to see me coming and I hate to see it coming, but one day. I'm just uber grateful that we're both safe and nobody had any injuries or the worst that could have happened. So, I'm gonna keep hiking down. I might vlog, I might not. Okay, if anybody knows anything about me, I hate slugs. Like, we'll scream. Look how big this thing is. It's bigger than my finger. It's huge. Yeah, no thank you. Also, we're on almost mile 11. We're at 10.98. And what time is it? Do we know? I don't know. Like 9 a.m. or something like that. It's probably after 9. I don't know. But we've been hiking for 6 hours and 13 minutes. We just got to Black Pond Bushwhack. And then after this, we have the whole flat, like,
2.6.
train walk path, which is 2.6 miles, like she just said. Hey guys, we are slowly starting to finish our 2.6 mile walk back. What is this hill called? Lincoln Woods? Yes, Lincoln Woods.
Yay.
Yeah, very successfully unsuccessful day. I think we've done like 14.5 miles, so, oh, sorry, I didn't hold your hand. But here's the suspension bridge. And I gotta go pee, so we're gonna go do that. And we're getting out of here, and better luck next time. So it's been 2 days since I've hiked Owl's Head, and I've given myself time to process and kind of just talk myself through our decision. The remoteness of the mountain that we were on is absolutely insane. In total, it's supposed to be a 17.5 mile hike. There's 2 bushwhacks, and one of them cuts off roughly about a mile. So we were predicting that we were going to be in the woods for roughly 16, 17 miles. And we started going up the slide, and we're like, okay, like, this is definitely pretty rainy. Started going around the corner, and we were like, this weather isn't looking too great. So we're like, you know what? Let's go a little bit further. And then I started going up this slide that kind of goes like this, and there was like nothing to grab onto. So, like, I kind of grabbed onto a rock and I, like, literally on all fours going up this vertical. So, I'm up here and Lindsay's kind of, like, down here. And she just looks at me and was like, this isn't safe. She is a very experienced hiker who had 6 of the 48 left on the New Hampshire 48. This would have been my 15th 4,000 footer. So, like, I do have a decent amount of experience, plus I've hiked a bunch of other mountains. It's not like we were unexperienced hikers. It was just we got to the point of there was absolutely no service at all, so we couldn't even check the weather radar. And with the White Mountains, the weather is constantly changing. The amount of people that have died in the White Mountains is just, it's not okay. I believe the stat is about 20 deaths a year. I didn't want to go on that list. We didn't know when the weather was going to stop. The wind kept picking up, and it was like I was kind of huddling under a rock. She was kind of standing, like, trying to get a little bit of tree coverage, but we were exposed. We were soaking wet. It kept raining. The video just doesn't do it justice because I was not on my phone because of how scary it was. We both looked at each other and we talked, and we were like, oh, like, maybe we'll go back down and, like, wait a few minutes, but we didn't know when the rain was going to stop. We had no clue. There's no service, and that's a good part about being remote and, like, climbing the mountains is you can be one with nature, and you don't have to listen to all the outside world and everything else coming in. It's just you in the woods, and it's just you in the woods, and you have to make that decision based on your own judgment. It's scary, and people do not understand how severe the weather can get. Be smart. I cannot emphasize that enough. You have to stay smart, and you have to trust your gut. Trust your judgment, because if you don't, the worst can happen, and nobody wants that. Going down, you can kind of see in the video. I'll clip it in right here. Not safe at all. So you basically saw how windy it got right there. Now imagine that where I was not recording and it was all like that and the rain was like whipping and I'm soaked. I'm on all fours and I'm starting to slide down on the rock that I was previously up on. We got to the point of we needed to be safe before we were sorry. That's all I can say is stay safe, trust your judgment, and if you need to turn around, do it. As much as it absolutely stinks that I'm gonna have to go hike that mountain again eventually, it's going to be worth it because I did not put myself in an even more dangerous position than I already was. So thank you all for watching. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram at Becca Muzzy. I'm also on TikTok at rmuzzy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate it. See you next time.